Hey everybody, I am back again with another toy review, and this time it is the Super7 ReAction figure of Sesame Street Big Bird, which I guess you could tell that by looking at him. Big Bird looks a little bit on the small side to me, but that's just me. We'll see. I mean, he's quite large compared to the other characters, but we'll see. We'll see. I feel like he should be bigger, but we'll get to that as soon as I get him out of the box. He comes with a birdseed milkshake, which personally, I'm going to get this out of the way right now. I've stated a bunch of times that I love when these guys come with their little buddies. Little packing buddies. As accessories are great things, like Oscar and Slimy. Big Bird should have come with Little Bird or Radar, or something like that. Radar is Big Bird's teddy bear, by the way, in case you weren't aware. Anyways, if you watched my last video, you saw who is also in Wave 3, which is out super fast right after Wave 2, in my opinion, which is a great thing. But if you didn't watch that video, we have Big Bird, who I'm reviewing here, Mr. Hooper, who I will be getting to soon, Sherlock Hemlock, who was my first figure to review in this wave, and Super Grover, which leads me to wonder, are they going to be doing regular Grover as well? And then in previous waves, we had Bert and Ernie, Yip Yip Martians, Count Von Count, Oscar the Grouch, Guy Smiley, Cookie Monster, and Lefty the Salesman. So let's get Big out of the box. Let's see what he's all about here. Alright, let's get this birdseed milkshake out. And it is a one-piece item. The straw is actually part of the sculpt. The cup is completely silver with a bit of a creamy white color inside for the birdseed milkshake, and a white straw painted on there. Bring that into the camera. So we'll see how well Big Bird can hold that. I do want to say that it is a great sculpt, especially for a ReAction figure, because they're kind of, when they do these reactions, they're kind of bare bones, and they don't really put too much into them. But the feathers are really well sculpted, I will say, and so are the tail feathers. It does take me back, kind of reminds me of one of the old Sesame Street figures of Big Bird I had as a kid. That was actually larger than this, I think. So let's see. Let's get right into this. It looks like the eyes are actually part of the sculpt. So are the little feathers on the top of his head. Okay. The beak is what's separate. And that is plugged into place. Paint's decent enough on the face. Not too bad. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm glad they got the colors right, though. So that's one thing. And they did paint his tongue inside there. I don't know if you can see that. The head does rotate all the way around. The arms rotate all the way around. Let's see. And he is hollow inside. He is rotocast, I believe that's what they call that. The legs do move. I love that they got the colors right on that as well. The paint is a little bit sloppy or something. I'm not sure what that is. There's a bit of smuts on the feet there. Not sure what that's all about. Okay. Definitely got the fuchsia and the orange correct on Big Bird there. Very nice. The tail does not move. The tail is plugged into place. You cannot move Big Bird's tail around. So that stays in place. I believe he can only hold the birdseed milkshake in this hand. Yes, he can only hold it in that hand. So the other hand, you can have him waving, hello, hello, running around. So there you go. I mean, he can't skip la 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 la, you know, that good stuff that he does on the Sesame Street. Anyways, there you go. So I'm gonna bring in the other Sesame Muppets now, so you can see what they look like next to Big Bird, and you can judge for yourself. I know a lot of people want to see this, like how everyone looks next to him size-wise. So I'm going to bring in Sherlock Hemlock, who I just reviewed. You can see the height there. Okay. And then Bert. Ernie. And count one, count. I'm gonna zoom out here. Count one, count. You can see a little bit there. Okay. And then here we got the Yip Yips here. So you can see they're pretty big next to Big Bird. And they will feel like they should be that large next to Big Bird, you know. Okay, here's Cookie Monster. So definitely scale wise, they're not in scale. Okay, so but I'm gonna move Cookie over. I want to see his grouchy counterpart, Carol Spinney's other character, Oscar. Now they look pretty good together, I think, Oscar and Big Bird. Okay, so we're gonna move Cookie down a little bit because he's kind of really out of scale. And then there's Guy Smiley, who is pretty tall in comparison to the Big Bird figure, who really shouldn't be. Again, it's not Guy's fault, it's Big Bird's. Sorry, Big. And then there's, last but not least so far, Lefty the Salesman. Beautiful collection though, beautiful sculpts. It's just that Big Bird really should have been a lot larger. And I know Super7 is capable of doing that, especially in these ReAction figures. They did it with some other characters as well, and they even did it with the Dark Crystal line. They had some larger characters in that. So I really wish they would have gone that extra mile with Big Bird. I mean, he's a great sculpt and all that, looks good. And they all look great together, but there's really no accounting for scale, I guess, in this line, if that's where you're wanting. But myself being a completionist, I'm going to have to get them all. All right, well, that's everything so far. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.